Happy Halloween! This week's astrology lives up to its spooky reputation, serving an abundance of challenging tricks that could scare you into making the wrong decisions. We start the work week off on Monday with the moon being in Virgo. Super practical energy to get all of our stuff together and actually be very productive in our workspace. I will say that on this day, Venus, the planet that rules over money and love, is going to be squaring Saturn, the planet of challenges and restrictions. This is going to be a day where we feel resistance and frustration over where we are personally. Our money, our relationships, we're kind of not happy with the trajectory that it's currently on. Now, having said that, Mars, the planet of action and will and our active karma, is working beautifully with Neptune, which is others and dreams as well. This energy gives us permission and actually redirects us to helping other people. Monday's day is best served by helping others, because if you try to serve yourself, you're not going to feel accomplished as Saturn is involved. So take a moment to see how you can help somebody else. Small little favors will go a long way, and that will feel more fulfilling than any worry you do about your personal self at the moment. Tuesday, the moon is going to move into Libra, and that's pretty much it. There isn't a lot of cosmic conversation, but what that tells me is that Tuesday is a day where more people will come together who think the same. We should expect to see groups or communities perform or talk about where they stand in certain current topics. People being encouraged to speak about what they believe in and their truth and how they see it as a collective. Now, Wednesday is when the trickery starts to come out to play, okay? On this day, we're going to have Mercury oppose Uranus. Yes. And babes, I always tell you, when it comes to Uranus, we just never know what to expect. It could be good, it could be bad, it could be crazy, it could be neutral, it could be nothing. So the astrology would suggest that there is some potential shocking news that comes your way. Again, it could be good, it could be a lifesaver, it could be an epiphany, and it can also be not so great. That's not what you wanted to hear. That was the last thing you expected. Come Thursday, we are going to have the perfect Halloween. Before you get super excited, the reason I'm saying this is because we are going to have cosmic aspects to Pluto and Mars that are going to get even stronger as the new moon comes up. So Pluto and Mars are not cute planets to mess around with. They are notorious for carrying a lot of energy, intensity, power dynamics, and even disempowerment as well. Mars having to do with forceful action. All of this energy is bringing the underworld up to the surface, which is what Halloween is all about. Early morning, the moon in Libra is going to be in a T-square with Mars in Cancer and Pluto in Capricorn. This energy is everybody trying to control each other. And when nobody is willing to budge is when we get catastrophic, catalytic moments and events. So you want to be mindful if you find yourself in a position where you want to try to convince someone or defend your power. It could be that it's warranted. It could be that it's not. As my ring light goes out. Okay, so Thursday's energy is getting us really, really situated for the intensity that the new moon is going to bring on Friday. Luckily, by Thursday evening, when it's time to trick or treat, the energy will shift into a social and creative vibe. Absolutely go out with all your costumes. If you have little ones, there's a lot of fun and enjoyment to be had, so enjoy your Halloween night. We are back in motion on Friday when the new moon in Scorpio will be exact. This day is also very intense. I'm actually calling it the transfer of power, as this new moon will have Mars and Pluto oppose one another at 29 degrees. It just doesn't get any more intense than this. And this has everything to do with the transformation of leadership and power dynamics. Honestly, it's so fitting for us Americans going through an election in just a few days after, and it is going to set the tone to that event. And we just have to really buckle up because it's going to be intense as a community, and the community of just being human, right? Species pocketing us into that, because that's essentially what we are. We're all human. As a collective, we really need to put on our seatbelts and understand that so much of what is going on is bigger than us. And a lot of us are prepared for these moments. And on a soul level, you almost already know what's going to happen because we've been here prepared for this before. And nevertheless, on a small scale, this new moon is actually incredible for business. Anybody who's an entrepreneur, who works for themselves, who's starting off something new, this new moon is so perfect for money management, money goals, financial structures, expansion and growth and prominence in your expertise. Do not pass this new moon up, as it's really setting the stage for the next cycle of your career. Saturday, the moon is going to be in Scorpio still. There's a lot of cosmic conversations happening on Saturday, actually. Right before Mercury goes into Sagittarius, he is going to try a sextile Capricorn and trine Mars. So yes, that's a Mercury trine Mars and Mercury sextile Pluto. So this has everything to do with like the esoteric, okay? All of us are going to feel like going into an underworld experience. We're going to have ambition, desire to research what is not being shown to us. That is what Scorpio represents. It's like, you kind of know and have an idea that the truth is being concealed. And so you go off to do your own research about it, wherever that research takes you. That's why it's considered taboo. That's why it's considered occult, because the path towards that knowledge would rather not be taken from somebody else. Or by the average person, I should say. So this whole week is really, really high in us wanting to find out more of the truth and reality of our world and the society that we are in. This energy continues into Sunday, where I want to mention that we're going to have Mercury go into Sagittarius. And usually that's a fun transit where we're having a good time and we just want to feel the adventure around us. But we are playing the long game, not the short game. Mercury is going to go retrograde in Sagittarius later this month, and that is wild AF because it's going to actually create a lot of tension with Jupiter in Gemini. Sagittarius and Gemini have everything to do about belief systems and how we communicate our belief systems. Matching this to the elections and to what big changes America is having, this is the very passionate expression of people's truths and basically what they're willing to do to express it and the lengths that they're willing to take, because obviously there's so much passion. Sagittarius does rule passion as a fire sign. So very interesting times that we are being set up for, but it isn't anything that you cannot handle, as you're golden and your light is here to shine, as you have so much to share with the world. This is a high intensity week, and I will be breaking down even further every single day on my IG and YT. So make sure you're there to read all about it. If this was helpful to you, let me know in the comments. And my name is Bria Samay. I am a karmic astrologer here to support you every step of the astrological way. Take care. Bye.